Well, hey there guys, Jennifer Kilpatrick with Coldwell Banker Apex. As I strive to continue to be your real estate resource in Forney, I wanted to go ahead and bring you a quick follow-up to the questions that you have for the EDC.
Hi, this is Stewart McGregor with the Forney Economic Development Corporation, and wanted to answer some of your questions that Jennifer threw out there. And one of them was, what new businesses are coming to Forney? So we get that question all the time, and sometimes we can talk about it where, you know, some of them we're working with, that we have NDAs with them, that's confidentiality. But then there are some also that are coming that the businesses told us, hey, yeah, you can go ahead and put this out there for the public and everything. So some of the ones that you may be seeing under construction around town right now are $50 million Goodyear distribution center that's going in at the Gateway development. That is a 1.2 million square foot distribution center. I know a lot of people like to say that it's the Goodyear plant, but it's not. It's just a distribution center for trucks to come in and out, and average about 4 to 5 trucks an hour. So fairly limited impact as far as traffic goes for the city of Forney, and a huge boost for our school district in their tax base. Another large expansion that we just experienced this year that you may see on the west side of town is Dean Kubota. They are expanding, doing a $5 million expansion, adding in a new facility so that they can continue to serve their implement customers. So that's going to be a really nice new development that goes in. On the retail front, we have Panera Bread, which broke ground a few weeks ago out by our Kroger Marketplace at the corner of Marketplace Boulevard and US 80. And I know everybody was super excited about that, and there's a lot of excitement going on about Panera Bread coming to Forney, and I know the company is looking forward to getting those doors open. So I believe that they plan on opening sometime in early 2020, kind of late winter, early spring, sometime in that range. So you'll see the contractor vehicles out there working on the site. Racetrack gas station just opened at the intersection of 548 and 1641. They added an additional interchange where you can have controlled access onto their site through a light. There's additional pad site interest around that racetrack right now, and the gentleman that owns the site is a local person here in Forney, and I know we work with him on a daily basis with different prospects he's talking to, and different people that his real estate agent's bringing to him. So a lot of good things going on. Golden Chicks coming in, and I will go ahead and say we did not recruit that directly. They just showed up, and an open shop right there next to Aldi, so you'll see them under construction. I know everybody has their favorite chicken restaurant, but just rest assured, we did not go out and recruit them. Just like we don't recruit nail salons, just like we don't recruit all these donut shops that are coming into Forney. So just we try to balance that out, and we try to let them all know, you know, that there's this much competition in Forney if you're wanting to come here. Another exciting one that's coming in over by the Aldi area is Buttermilk Sky Pie Shop. They're going in next to More Donuts, and they're going to take the end cap on a strip center over there by More Donuts in the dental office. And we'll be selling pies to go, and I've actually gotten to try their pies before, and they are excellent pies. So be on the lookout for them. They just got their sign out in front of their business, in front of the strip center recently. And then also in front of the car wash, I've been getting a lot of calls lately asking what dirt work is going on out in front of the car wash, and that is going to be a new strip center, but it will not have a donut shop in it. It will have a Smoothie King in it. So we're really excited about Smoothie King coming into Forney and being close by, offering some additional healthy options and tasty treats, especially once we get into the hot summer months and hot fall months as we've been experiencing lately. And finally, the Primrose Montessori School that's behind Aldi just opened up, or is about to open up. They were already full. We have a lot of interest in daycares, Montessori schools, that sort of thing right now. And then Primrose Preschool out at Gateway is getting ready to open up. And the Primrose School is, I think, currently taking reservations for kids that are interested in being part of that school. So a lot of movement on that front. The strip center next to Primrose, you may drive by it and see this nice looking strip center with a bunch of Austin stone on it. That is shell space right now, but what the idea for it is to have after school related programs for the kids that are students at the Montessori school or other schools in the area, things like a ballet, karate, dance, those sorts of things. There's no one specifically that's moved into that yet and has signed any leases on it, but that's just kind of what the development has planned underway. So lots of things coming in. We constantly work every day on reaching out to different prospects, whether that be entertainment, retail, but a big piece of it is bringing in the job creators like the Goodyear Distribution Center and the other ones that we continue to talk with on a daily basis, because those make the biggest impact. They increase our daytime population, which helps us better sell Forney to the retail and restaurant community, and it helps our school district out too with the tax base that it provides. So those are a few things that are coming to Forney. If you're ever curious about what's going on out in Forney and what new businesses are coming in or dirt work that you see, feel free to call our office at 972-564-5808. More than likely, you'll reach Mary in our office and be more than happy to answer any of your questions related to development that's going on out there. Thanks.
Thank you.
So another question that was posed was, when will Forney get a double-decker highway along US 80? I'm sure many of you have driven through downtown Austin where they have the double-decker highway on Interstate 35. And that's such a nice relief, even though Austin has crazy amounts of traffic and that thing still gets clogged up with plenty of cars. But there are unfortunately no plans for a double-decker highway along US 80. I know how frustrating it is. I see it every day. I live here in Forney. I see people hopping on 80 at 7:30 in the morning, backed up, clear past 548. 20 sometimes gets clogged up too. It's just the difficulties of living in a high growth area where TxDOT is unable to keep up with those infrastructure changes because we are growing at such a fast pace. But they do have some plans to expand 80 to Clements here in Forney. So basically put in frontage roads along the river bottom right there between Forney and Sunnyvale. And I believe, unfortunately, they're saying I think around 2023 is when that should be in place. So we still have a few more years, but I can tell you this, that the city of Forney does work with TxDOT and has a good working relationship with them, meets with them, talks to them on a daily and weekly basis, letting them know of the growth and development taking place. They're keeping track of that. There's just so much growth going on here in the state of Texas that whenever you're funding roads, there's so many projects competing for those monies. So that's something that we continue to work on. 548 from US 80 to FM 205 is actually slated to be expanded into a 4-lane road. So that should make it hopefully a lot easier to get up north to Rockwall and back into Forney. And then there are also plans, there was just a hearing a few months ago for the expansion of FM 1641 from 548 to I-20 to expand that into, I believe, another 4-lane road, which should be really good as we continue to see development going in out at Gateway and Fox Hollow and in some of those areas. So we continue to work on that on a daily basis. Like I said, I understand your frustrations because I experience it as well, and we'll just continue to work with our partners at TxDOT because so many roads here in Forney are TxDOT controlled roads. 548, 460, 740, 741, US 80, I-20, all TxDOT roads. So we have to have a good working relationship with them, and we look forward to continue working with them on making sure we have prioritized projects here in this part of Kaufman County. So another question that Jennifer received was on an Uber helipad and when Forney's going to get an Uber helipad. So I know that there's been a lot of talk recently in the news about driverless cars and alternative modes of transportation, but I can tell you right now that there are no plans for any sort of Uber helipad. While Uber is using Dallas as a testing ground for that sort of thing, I believe that they're going to be staying closer into that urban core of Dallas, testing that out. But I will say this, with Uber recently announcing their regional headquarters over in Dallas and bringing 3,000 new jobs into Deep Ellum, that's going to have a big impact on Forney because I'm sure that we're going to end up getting some of their employees to live here in Forney and commute over to Deep Ellum. Now I know that may make 80 a little bit more difficult in the mornings. I'll talk to you about that a little more in infrastructure improvements and some of the things changing in our transportation infrastructure here in the next few years. But the jobs that Uber's going to provide here in the Dallas area predominantly over six figures. It's going to be some really high wage jobs that we're going to be able to reap the benefits of, even here 21 miles east of Dallas, because of the people that are going to be working over there and the talented workforce that that's going to bring to our area. Then finally, we had a last question coming from someone that I know that used to live here in Forney, Mr. Tony Gonzalez, who was the IT director here for the city of Forney, about driving your car at Grand Canyon and headlights and everything. All I'll say, Tony, is that won't work according to Newton's laws of motion. So that's not going to happen.